Let's talk about what's happening here. In case you haven't guessed it, this is a 3D printer. And you've just watched the beginning process of printing 3 ornaments that I designed, using a process called remixing. But it was sped up a lot. Over here on the right side of the printer, you can see a spool of what is called filament. Filament is the material used to create a 3D printed object. There are 2 main types of 3D printing, resin and FDM. This is an example of an FDM printer, meaning it uses filament instead of resin to make the 3D printed objects. Filament can come in many different types. Some filament can be toxic to print with, some filament can be flexible like rubber, some filament can be extremely hard and withstand high temperatures, but the most common filament used by hobbyists is most likely PLA or PETG. Both of these filaments are harmless to print with and easy to learn. PLA is plant-based, so it is extremely safe, but it cannot withstand heat or sunlight, so be careful with your 3D printed items if you want them to last. The printer melts the filament, placing it in specific locations on the print surface, or what we call the print bed. It does this layer by layer, so as you can imagine, it is a pretty slow and meticulous process if it's not sped up like this. So, how does the 3D printer know exactly where to place the filament? Or how fast it can print it? First, it starts with a 3D model. Then that model has to be converted to a set of instructions specific for your individual printer. You can design the model yourself from scratch using modeling software, or you can start from an existing model and add to it, like I did with the ornaments in the first part of the video. The next item you saw printing was the original design, which I modified to make it a round ornament version. Or there are many sites that you can find 3D printed models already available, either for free or by paying for them. That's where I found the nativity scene that I started from. One of the most popular sites is called Thingiverse. I have a couple designs there and plan to add more soon. Once you've selected your model and downloaded it, you have to convert it to a language the printer can understand. This is called slicing. Slicing is where you specify settings that you want the printer to use, like speed and temperature. It is not an exact science and can involve a lot of trial and error to get the right settings for each model or filament or printer that you're using. 3D printing can be a lot of fun, but it isn't always easy. Not only do you have to manage the filament, the models, and the slicing, but you will also have to troubleshoot many issues that come up. Perform maintenance, replace parts, and etc. etc. Many people use their printer to print parts for the printer itself, to either repair it or upgrade it. I know I sure have. We sure hope you've learned a lot about 3D printing. Let us know down below if you have any questions, and please check out our other videos. Like, subscribe, and share.